What can I do for you? Walford has a good eye. I think you'll do just fine here at my camp. Hey, you must be that Walford was talking about. One who found the ogre artifact and helped him test out those strange stones from up north. Welcome to the dig site, adventurer. We were actually working on identifying those samples right as you got here. Would you mind bringing the sample over to Dask? I need him to help me find out how old it is. Herm, you're looking for something to do, and you're come asking me, lowly old Goris. Well, this is a first. I've got it. The Vale to the north is filled with a bunch of useless, belly-scraping basilisks. They don't do nothing for no one, and I hear they turned a guy to stone once. If y'all kill them, I'll give you some of my stuff.
You got something that needs mixing. So once again, it falls upon Tiny Dask to get the Explorers League work done. All right, let's see what you've got in there. Whatever it is you want to do, I've got a recipe that'll do exactly that. You want an exploding potion. Boom. You want a lightning potion? Zap. You want a shrinking potion? Smear. So Bronwyn says he wants a carbon dating potion. Easy. I could make that in my sleep. The thing is, doll, if we want it to be accurate, I need you to get some quality ingredients. Start with some humor from a basilisk to the north. It'll need to be a pretty big basilisk. You got the task, I got the flask. All right, step 1, getting ingredients is all done. Time for the next step, getting more ingredients. This humor won't serve on its own. Too thick, way too thick. The Nagas to our west maintain a shrine that dispenses the only clean water this side of Duskwood. For most potions, I'll use river water, but Bronwyn demands accuracy. Obtain it from the Neckmoney wellspring at the peak of the Naga camp. Good luck!
Hi, I'm the town merchant, and Bronwyn's my dad. Sorry, I shouldn't get too excited. Father says it's not professional, and people always come to me asking for heavy leather or rough hides, but I think they might also like it if I had some soft materials, like tiger fur. Think you could get some for me? You'll find a few panthers nearby, but if you want to see the big tigers, you'll have to go northwest from here and north of that big troll arena. The Naga explorers to our west carry a valuable ocean reed, Achirus reeds. Traders use them to make medicines and poultices, and craftsmen use them to line armor or even wrap cigars. In the evenings, when digging's done, Father's been teaching me how to use them, but unfortunately we ran out. Would you mind getting us some more? Father says that a responsible merchant is always keeping an eye out for good deals. I've been trying to look for deals everywhere I go, and I think I've just found one. The Naga to the west have dozens of statues that they place on the ground where they live. They couldn't possibly need all of them, so I was thinking that we'd take some for ourselves. 3 statues. That's a good deal, right?
Well done. And congratulations on killing them. I mean, here you go.
Dask looks eagerly at your pack as you approach.
Do you know how hard it is to get fresh water in Stranglethorn? It's no wonder that the Nagas guard their shrines so ferociously. Alright, let's get this mix started. Years ago, the Gurubashi exiled one of their own from Zul'Gurub, a troll by the name of Zanzil. The reasons why aren't all that clear, but I'd guess it had something to do with his tendency to administer powerful behavior, altering drugs to anyone he saw. Anyhow, the Gurubashi priests and their blood god have been slain, but Zanzil the outcast remains, as do his powerful, behavior-altering drugs. I need his mixture for my next test. Check the zombies to the north.
I hope they're soft.
Lindsay feels the hides and smiles to herself.
These are so nice and cushy. I think my customers are going to love them. Welcome back. Hooray! It's been days and days since we last had Akira's reads. You know, there's a troll hiding behind that pile of boxes. She must be awfully sad if she doesn't want to come out and talk to anyone. Here, give these to her. They're very soft, and that maybe they will make her feel a little more comfortable back there. Siam. These statues are beautiful. Wow, I had no idea the Naga were so talented. Thanks, adventurer.
Excellent. You're not a zombie yet. That's good. Oh, nothing. It's just that was a potential risk. Did I forget to warn you?
Care to explain yourself, adventurer?
The troll looks into the package.
You have my thanks. You may tell your young dwarven friend that I am not sad. I am waiting for you. I have identified you as the most promising adventurer here in this strange town. I have a task for you if you would be willing to take it. Zanzil the outcast, an exile from the Gurubashi tribe, is my quarry. Recently, I have heard tales from my brothers in the north about his planned re-entry into society, starting with the emissary he sent to the Skull Splitters. This is not good news. I want you to peer into Zanzil's current plans. Take this incense and place it in front of the bat totem in the ruins of Nebulå to the north. Harek will guide you from there.
Inside the bottle, you find a note which reads, in fairly good handwriting.
Excellent. You're not a zombie yet. That's good. Oh, nothing. It's just that was a potential risk. Did I forget to warn you?
Dask carefully analyzes the strange compound.
This mixture is, perfect. Let's see what it does to your potentially Titan artifact here. I did all I could. Adventurer. I had the right potions. I had the right recipes. But the source of this sample eludes me. It's tens of thousands of years old, but we've shown that it's not of Titan origin. And it's not Saronite. I can tell you just by looking at it. So, what in Brand's name is it? Tell Brown that I tried my best. Sorry. Did you see that explosion I made? I must have flown 10 inches off the ground. I've just got to get Zanzil's recipe so I can find out why it did that. One of Zanzil's flunkies at the ruins of Abaraz must have it on him. Head east, to the coast of the Cape, and snatch it for me.
I saw smoke. Everything all right. I knew that alchemist was all talk. Well, thanks for your help, adventurer. I know you tried. Well, we have no idea what this artifact is. It's old, older than dirt, but not Titan. I'm completely dumbstruck. Erwin Bantamflax in Booty Bay is my direct superior. Our next step should be to inform her of this find. Please, would you bring it to her?
Zanzil the Outcast, an exile from the Gurubashi tribe, is my quarry. Recently, I have heard tales from my brothers in the north about his planned re-entry into society, starting with the emissary he sent to the Skull Splitters. This is not good news. I want you to peer into Zanzil's current plans. Take this incense and place it in front of the bat totem in the ruins of Nebulå to the north. Harek will guide you from there.
Did he use shimmerweed? I'm guessing he used shimmerweed. No, wait, amber seeds. It's gotta be amber seeds. This is fascinating. Just think of all the applications. Thanks again, adventurer. Remember, if you ever need anything mixed for you, and I mean anything, you can always ask the flask. This is fascinating. Just think of all the applications. Thanks again, adventurer. Remember, if you ever need anything mixed for you, and I mean anything, you can always ask the flask.
Zanzil the Outcast, an exile from the Gurubashi tribe, is my quarry. Recently, I have heard tales from my brothers in the north about his planned re-entry into society, starting with the emissary he sent to the Skull Splitters. This is not good news. I want you to peer into Zanzil's current plans. Take this incense and place it in front of the bat totem in the ruins of Nebulå to the north. Harek will guide you from there. It is as I suspected. Zanzil is too haughty to interfere with the squabbles between the Bloodscops and the Skull Splitters. No, he is playing a part in a grander scheme. Jindo the Hexer is using him to help bring Haka back to Zolgora. It's good that we found this out now, because it offers us a simple solution. You are to kill Zanzil. You rode on Harik's wings, and saw through Harik's eyes. You know where Zanzil hides within the ruins of Abaraz. Travel there and kill him. Oh, and adventurer, if we become separated, you should use this fetish. It only works within Stranglethorn, but it will transport you back here to me should you need to return swiftly. Good luck, adventurer. Zanzil is no ordinary opponent.
It looks like Zanzil's portal into Zolgarub is still open. Zolgarub is a dangerous place, but Mayweki entrusted this task to you. The portal lies in wait in front of you. Ahead of you looms a ramp up to one of the city's many terraces. The bat-shaped totems ahead of you indicate that this is the domain of High Priestess Jeklik, a follower of Hurik. Jeklik was one of the Hakka, worshipping priests that Zanzil was planning to resurrect. Perhaps if you hurry, you can stop the resurrection. Zanzil the Outcast has once again escaped through one of his portals. Follow him. Venoxis was the second of the two priests that Zanzil planned to bring back from the dead. You have already succeeded in destroying the body of High Priestess Jeklik. Venoxis must be the next.
I ask you to slay Zanzil the Outcast, a lowly, hermetic exile of the Gurubashi. And what do? You dash headfirst into the Gurubashi capital and eliminate one of their high priests. Very nearly, too. Only one word suffices to explain such a rash and foolhardy endeavor heroism. Jindo the Hexer still walks within Zul'Gorub's walls, but he lost one of his legs when you crushed Jekli. Today's battle is ours.
Yes, adventurer! I'm quite busy! Aye, fascinating. I'll need some time to study this. Why don't you have a look around Booty Bay and come back later?
Sick so. Very sick so have contracted Stranglethorn fever. Technically a Cape of Stranglethorn fever. Deadly VV virus. Only cure is to eat the heart of mock the savage elusive white beast. Witch Doctor Unbagwa. Only one who can SS summon. Seek Unbagwa in hidden cave on southern Cape. Hurry. Dying.
If there's one thing I can't stand, it's people who don't pay their gambling debts. And there are a lot of people who owe me. Think you can help me collect. First, there's Shaky Philip down by the docks. He owes me plenty after last week's game and I want my due. But to get it, we'll have to scare him. Go out of town and hunt Elder Mistvale gorillas. Find a nice selection of giblets, then take them to Shaky. Don't let on that they're from an animal. Let him think the worst.
We just received a Gryphon from the Plaguelands, bearing news. It doesn't sound good. The city of Andorhal is in the middle of a three-way war between the Forsaken, the Alliance, and the Scourge. King Ren has rolled the dice and sent a Death Knight to lead the charge for his cause, but I'm sure he can use all the help he can get. They specifically asked for an Alliance adventurer to participate in some specialized missions. If you accept the charge, speak to me again and I will prepare a portal.
It's about time you arrived, adventurer. Dark Master Gandling of the Cult of Damned leads the Scourge offensive here in Andorhal. My old counterpart, Kultira, leads the Forsaken forces. If we're to win Andorhal, we'll have to defeat both, but we will certainly fail if we take on both at once. I know Kultira well enough to know that he will focus on the Scourge first. We will do the same. Take out the weaker, desiccated Scourge to reduce their numbers. The Forsaken will have to wait to taste our wrath.
I've been sent by the good people of Theramore to find loyal members of the Alliance who are willing to help Lady Jaina with some problems in Dustwallow. You weren't really here working for the goblins, were you? The path back to Dustwallow will take you through Ratchet. Wait on the end of this pier for the next boat. Once you get to Ratchet, speak with Goslow. He'll point you in the right direction from there. Ah, I think I stepped on a fish, and it flopped.
I used to sail a ship from here all the way to Ratchet in Kalimdor. I was a successful captain with a sterling reputation, until those cursed sea giants ruined me. They smashed my ship, killed my crew, and set me on a lifeboat to Booty Bay. I will not rest until their corpses pepper the ocean floor. One of the giants, Gorlash, stole my captain's chest. I hear Gorlash wanders the coast east of here. Find him and get back my chest. Do that, and you'll have earned a captain's gratitude.
Have you come to free me? These vicious jungle cats have been circling me for some time now. I watch them as closely as I can, but they seem to just disappear into the grass. How they snarl and hiss. Don't get me wrong, I still want you to rescue me. But first, clear out some of these cats. I won't need to be rescued if I end up someone's dinner. It's about time you returned. I was beginning to worry that I was going to be eaten while you hunted. A cat eating a princess. Wouldn't that be a fancy feast? I understand that you're anxious to rescue me, but the time is not yet right. First, I'm going to need some of my things. The gorillas and the monkeys on the other side of the island have taken most of my possessions. I'll need my tiara, my scepter, my slippers, and my diary before I'm ready to leave. What? Stop looking at me like I'm some sort of insane person. You don't know what it's like being a princess. I shudder to think what Mukla plans to do with me.
Pooba surveys her belongings.
Looks like it's all here. Alright, I think I'm ready to be rescued now. Adventurer, I now put my faith in you to help free me. The great Skymane King Mukla is my captor. He commands the beasts of this island, and they keep me here against my will with the aid of this chain. If you can slay him and find the key to this shackle, I shall be indebted to you greatly. I often hear him to the southeast side of the island, but please be careful, he is not to be trifled with. I thank my ancestors someone has come to aid me. Do you have the key that will free me? Adventurer, you have saved me from a great dishonor. If it was within my power, I would offer you a place among my tribe. But for now, all I can only offer you is this token for the courage and nobility you have shown.
How you doing, man? Witch Doctor Unbagwa like gorilla fangs. For you I talk to spirits. Make mock the savage come. You protect Witch Doctor Unbagwa from other gorilla. Beast though or no moke for you. Relax. Witch Doctor Unbagwa like gorilla fangs. For you I talk to spirits. Make mock the savage come. You protect Witch Doctor Unbagwa from other gorilla. Beast though or no moke for you.
So I have just the thing, Wanderer. Farewell, friend of the Grummles.
Ahoy, adventurer. Did you find Gorlush? That chest was my favorite, and it has a hidden compartment that held my greatest treasures. You found it? What a glorious day for old Heckleberry this is. Getting back my chest cools some of the fire in me, but my revenge isn't complete. The next giant on my list is called Negulash. I remember vividly how he leapt from the sea foam and plucked poor poop, Deckpaul from the crow's nest, swallowed him in one gulp he did, and snapped my mizzenmast in two on the way down. No man on my crew deserves such a heinous death, so we're gonna use Negulush's appetite against him. Kelsey Ant should be able to sell you some meat, and Whiskey Slim has enough booze to knock out, well, a sea giant. You'll find both of them in town.
Hey, I don't like the look you're giving me, mister. Heck, where'd you get these? No, don't tell me. I don't want to know. Who sent you? Sea Wolf. Here, take this pouch and give it to Sea Wolf, and tell him I meant to pay him back. I swear, I just got a little drunk and lost my way, and you know how things are. He'll understand. You don't have to get rough.
Glad I could help!
Hello. See you later.
You sure seem eager to work, matey! Not sure why some land-loving adventurer is offering help to the Blackwater Raiders, but I'm not gonna turn you away. We've made Booty Bay our happy home away from the high seas, but word has it that the Bloodsail have some new plan cooked up. All me boys are too busy hitting the grog and looking for ladies. What I need is a scout. Check the cove just north of Booty Bay along the Savage Coast and see what you find.
Mother, so cold. Heading into the twisting nether. Keshech, hold me, mother. Feel strength returning. Where might I be? Booty Bay? Oh my, I had the strangest dream. The weakness has not completely left me.
Here, adventurer. Did you get Shaky's payment? Heh, well done. And when you showed Shaky those giblets, how hard did he shake? Ha, he's so easy to read. When I play cards with him, I can't help but win. Thanks for your help, adventurer. Now it's your turn to get paid. There's 3 phases to debt collecting: asking nicely, asking forcefully, and something I like to call phase 3. Unfortunately, collecting during phase 3 is something that this old dog can't do anymore. That's why I employ so many cronies, stooges, mooks, goons, and noble adventurers like yourself. Junts Fitztittle, Ephraim Moonfall, and Maury Wilkins are hiding out on the eastern coast. You should have no problem visiting them all in one trip and bringing back their valuables.
Alrighty then.
We're going to need a lot of food, adventurer. Quantity over quality is the goal here. This wasn't expensive, was it? Well, here's some pieces of 8 to reimburse you. Now let's get on to this revenge, shall we? Take this food, and put it in our old lifeboat, southeast of here along the coast. When Negulash smells all that food, he'll come running. And when he does, there will be a stout-hearted adventurer ready to knock his corpse back into the briny deep.
On top of the barrel, you discover a map with some hastily written text on it, along with some coins. The map shows Booty Bay with a red X drawn precisely at the spot at which you are standing. The scribbled text reads, "Set up your command post here and bide your time. The Fleet Master will send out word when it's time to make your move. I'm placing Lieutenant Bruce in charge here. This time will be different. This time we take Booty Bay once and for all." The map is held in place with a dagger, placed right through the location of Booty Bay.
I am honored. Good luck, friend.
Adventure, did you find those debtors? Great, I can get a good price for these, especially for what's inside Mori's foot. Thanks much, Adventurer. I hope those three learned their lesson. Don't bet something you can't afford to lose. And maybe it's too late for them, but they should be careful of who they gamble with.
What's that you've got there, Adventurer? Let me see it. That coin, where did you get it? Bruce Rue, yes, I see. He was one of the Blackwater Raiders once. One of us, before Greymane closed the Gilneas ports and held his crew captive. I know that what happened in Gilneas changed the people there, but I never expected them to change their loyalties, especially not Bruce. If you wouldn't mind, could I keep the coin? I'll pay its worth in gold.
Sure, I remember you, Adventurer. Back from scouting, I see. Shiver me timbers! So the Bloodsail Buccaneers are planning some sort of attack on Booty Bay. Why? The nerve of those scoundrels. Booty Bay will always be run by the Blackwater Raiders. This is bigger than I thought. Report what you have learned to Baron Revilgaz at once. You'll find him here in Booty Bay.
Bloodsail Buccaneers attacking Booty Bay. This isn't the first time that those blackguards have tried something. Booty Bay is impenetrable. Sounds like they might be changing their strategies up, though. Wouldn't put it past Farallon to try something crazy. Very well. Let's see what else they're up to. I want to know details, Adventurer. Our supremacy over the Bloodsail is due largely in part to our stronghold here in Booty Bay, but intelligence also plays a critical role. Bloodsail maintain a few major camps to the south, which they call their Southern Command. Well, you're going to raid their excuse for a Southern Command, find their plans, and slaughter their men. Return with whatever information you can find.
Yo! Keep it real!
Avast. Who goes there? Arg I am but useless without me special enchanted eye. Bad enough to have lost me eyes in battle in the first place, but by some stroke o' luck we docked in Manithil and a traveling wizard enchanted a special glass eye that let me see again. Last night I ended up getting jumped by some Bloodsail Buccaneers on me way out. Took me eye. They did. Seems those blokes have found their way to Booty Bay. Help an old sea dog out by getting me eye back.
Ah, the sea life. I ain't gonna say it's the good life, but it's my life. When I get into port, I like to find me a good bottle of grog and some high-quality snuff. Nasty habits, but what's a pirate without his vices, right?
So you can imagine how heartbroken I was to find out the herbalist here in town has gone and sold out of the stuff. Says his shipment got hijacked by those damned Bloodsail Raiders.
I bet a fearless adventurer like you could convince him to share the goods, eh?
How are you? Safe travels.
I can't believe my fortune, adventurer. Meeting you has turned my luck to the better, make no mistake there. If I ever get a new ship and you're looking to sail the seas, you would be my honored guest. Mokrash the Cleaver is the last of the lot, and the largest by my memory, taller than a wave in a windstorm, with a beard like a kelp forest and a hammer like an oak tree. He taunts me from Gennaro's Point, the island right off the end of this very pier. It's because of him that I'm still trapped here, living this lamentable landlubber's life. If you can swim, then head out to Gennaro's Point and slay Mokrash. Take care, adventurer. Mokrash will not lay down as easily as his brothers.
Ahoy, me bucko. Might not be able to see, but I can smell you from halfway across port. Could really use me eye back. Captain's going to keel haul me when he finds out me peeper is in the hands of them dirty bloodsail buccaneers. What good is a lookout who can't see? The crow's nest used to be me home. Without me deadlights I'd be lucky to scrub the bilge. Shiver me timbers and timber me shivers. He found me beautiful eye. Let's see if she still fits. Shh! Adventurer, ho, blimey, I can see.
Any luck finding the goods, Mete? Good show, adventurer. And just before I need to ship out too. Can't thank you enough, old friend.
Ahoy, adventurer. What word do you bring of the bloodsail encampment to the south?
Mokrash, Negalash, Gorlash, they're all gone. I suppose I have no excuses now. I can return to the high seas and a life of pillage and booty. And it's all thanks to you. Now I just need to get myself a ship. See you around.
Ahoy, adventurer. What word do you bring of the Bloodsail encampment to the south? Perfect, adventurer. Now that we know their plan, it's just a matter of time. And to think the fools have dropped anchor just off the cape. These plans are interesting. Ireland, you're smarter than this. Look, he has all 3 ships devoted to cannon fire, and only a few men coming in through the tunnel. He can never take Booty Bay with 3 ships and a dozen footmen, and he knows that. No, they've got something else planned and you're going to find out what it is. Speak to Yancey Grilson, the Bloodsail recruiter, just to the north of town. That's right, adventurer. You'd better hope that they don't recognize your face.
Yar, you made a good decision, lad. Tharby just one thing, Yancey hears things. A few o' me hearties were pretty deep in their cups when they told me about some adventurer that came a-rollin' through the Southern Command looking for charts and orders. Even ran a couple of good pirates through, did. Like I said, they were up to their eyeballs in grog, but still, a buccaneer's gotta trust his ears. So I've just got one small task for ye. One sent down from Firelon himself. Bring me the head of Fleetmaster Seahorn.
Firelon wants my head. Now that's interesting, but it's nothing we can't work around. This Yancey character probably doesn't know my face too well. Most non-Tauren find us Tauren indistinguishable from one another. In fact, most non-Tauren find us indistinguishable from a certain 4-legged farm creature. Rick Hughes, the leather worker, keeps one of these creatures here in Booty Bay, and Nark is my chief supplier for pirate hats. Get a replacement head and a hat, then return with both. You should know that most Tauren would find this shameful. I find it amusing.
Hurry back!
What can I do for you? Light bless you. What brings you here? Farewell. You should know that most Tauren would find this shameful. I find it amusing. That should fool that bloodsail dimwit. This was fun, adventurer.
Fireland Special ordered this one himself. Said the Torn's too much of a risk. Well, blow me down. Now there's something you don't see too often.
Yancey reaches out and shakes your hand.
Welcome aboard, adventurer. Plunder and booty await ye. Ya may be a slayer of fleet masters, but rules is rules and orders is orders. And my orders say that all new pirates start out as swabbies. It's the rule. You're to be working for Captain Keelhaul, the commander of the Riptide. It's the westernmost ship in the fleet, which is parked south of the tip o' the Cape. Find him in his captain's chambers and bring your papers.
Trust I got your papers. Swabby, I'd hate to send you all the way back to Yancey. Yes, yes. I see. Well, everything appears to be in order. Slayer of the Great Seahorn, eh? That doesn't matter on my ship. Only thing you're gonna be slaying is deck stains. Grab a mop. I want the surface of the Riptide T-shine like a star ruby. Swabby adventurer. I keep a tight ship around here, and it's swabbies like you that make it happen. Well, what are we waiting for? Cockle. Brained Bilgerat, head up decks and start swabbing. Help out a fellow swabby. Keelhaul asked me to gather up some cannonballs at the bottom of the ocean. Let me tell you why this doesn't work for me. One, I have tiny arms. Look at them. Do you really think I can pick up a cannonball, even underwater? Two, I have a weak respiratory system. I start to white out after holding my breath for more than 10 seconds. Three, there are sharks. You gotta help me, adventurer. I've been demoted as far as I can. I don't want to see what comes next. Gum disease. It's a real problem, adventurer. I know you're new and all, and probably haven't ever needed your gums cut, but the rest of us pirates have to deal with a little thing called scurvy. It's why we keep so many limes around here. Well, we used to keep limes around here. Someone made off with our last shipment, but they can't have gone far. Maybe to the nearby islands. Bring them back. And maybe I'll see what I can do to get you promoted from swabby. I've seen too many good men die to such a preventable disease. Adventurer, we need those limes. I'll distribute these right away, adventurer, and I'll see what I can do to put in the good word for you. I wasn't always a swabby, you know. Thanks, adventurer. I've been hearing whispers about Pretty Boy and a boo box. I don't think I want to go in the boo box. I heard the most furious mopping sounds from down here, mate. That's exactly what your captain likes to hear. Swabby adventurer, this is a sad day for old Cap and Keelall. Today I lose 'em best swabby. A letter's come in from Fleet Master Ferelyn. Apparently he's heard about the excellent swabbing I been doing, and he wants to take ye aboard the Crimson Veil as his Jacko, swords, and third mate. She's moored just next the Riptide. Heresy career-wise, this is a big step for ye, swabby adventurer. I recommend I take his offer. Dismissed.
So ye be the one that did old Seahorn. Yancey sent word, but I wanted to make sure he hadn't been telling his tall tales again. I'll make it brief. You did well on Keelall's crew, but I expect you to do even better on mine. I've got an entire fleet to attend to, so you'll be helping to run the day. The day of me ship. Welcome aboard the Crimson Veil, sailor.
We've got some work to do. How much experience have you got with cannons? Really? Well, how about with ancient, fallen apart pirate cannons? We've got a few cannons up decks that work the old-fashioned way. You load one cannonball in at a time. Aim, lock it into place, and fire. Works well if you're trying to hit the side of a 3. Sailor, not so well for rowboats and the like. Why don't you head upstairs and lob a few shots at Smilin', Timmy Sticks? We've got some work to do. How much experience have you got with cannons? Really? Well, how about with ancient, fallen apart pirate cannons? We've got a few cannons up decks that work the old-fashioned way. You load one cannonball in at a time. Aim, lock it into place, and fire. Works well if you're trying to hit the side of a 3. Sailor, not so well for rowboats and the like. Why don't you head upstairs and lob a few shots at Smilin', Timmy Sticks?
Hey, Newt, take a look at this. I don't wear this patch because of any lost eye. I wear it because this other eye is so strong. The normal one was just weighing it down. This eye's good for seeing all kinds of things, like those masked hooligans that follow us around. Fleetmaster says that they've been spotted over on Jaguaro Isle. Once you get there, fire this flare gun, and I'll help you spot it.
I like the cut of your jib, adventurer. Now that you know how to handle our cannons, it's time to hit some real targets. The Venture Company has found gold to the north of here, a rare type they call black gold. More like a black spot, if you ask me. We're going to take that gold. But first, we need to get rid of those Venture Company goons. I've got an oarsman who will take you out there. Head off the ship, down the gangplank, and speak with him on the islet's northern shore.
Crunchies, lucky doos and roof. Good fortune to our friends.
I have work for one such as you.
Here there. Off with you.
Now that you know how to handle our cannons, it's time to hit some real targets. The venture company has found gold to the north of here, a rare type they call black gold. More like a black spot, if you ask me. We're going to take that gold. But first, we need to get rid of those venture company goons. I've got an oarsman who will take you out there. Head off the ship, down the gangplank, and speak with him on the islet's northern shore.
You need something? See you later.
Ahaha. Blasted M clear off their rigging. I'll drink to that. You've got a bright future, kid. Ahaha. Blasted M clear off their rigging. I'll drink to that. You've got a bright future, kid.
I know ye just arrived here on the Crimson Veil, but I need to send ye off on another task. The Damsel's Luck is the third ship in me fleet, moored over to the east. Her skipper, Captain Stillwater, is no longer with us. Damn those masked hoodlums. Anyhow, Iron Patch told me about your heroics at sea, and I'd be running low on quality brigands. I think you're more than capable for this new duty. Congratulations, matey. Ye be the new captain of the Damsel's Luck.
You see a set of plans unrolled on the table. They explain everything. These are the details of the impending attack on Booty Bay, battle formations, plans of attack, and something about a group called the Brashtide Crew. The charts mention a group called the Brashtide Crew. This name is new to you, though you've heard about a few other newcomers to the Buccaneers. Maybe it's time you paid them a visit and found out what they know. The attack on Booty Bay is looming. You'll have to return to Booty Bay quickly and inform the Baron. First, however, it might be a good idea to sabotage some of the pirates' supplies while you're still in their favor. The pirates keep most of their supplies below decks, spread out across the entire fleet. Before returning to Booty Bay, you should do everything you can to weaken the Bloodsail Buccaneers. Unfortunately, even as captain, you're prohibited from killing other Buccaneers in cold blood. Only a fleet master can do that. You can, however, put mutineers to the sword, and mutiny can be awfully hard to disprove. Speaking of which, those Bloodsail corsairs that hang out on the lowest level of the ships have been acting awfully suspicious.
You need something? For the Alliance. What can I do for you? See you later. Can I help you? See you around. Greetings. Have a good one. You need something? Be careful.
The fewer Bloodsail Buccaneers that Booty Bay has to fight, the better. However, it might be best to stop slaughtering your supposed allies before you draw suspicion to yourself.
Can I help you? See you around.
Need help? Farewell.
The Brashtide crew aren't just pirates. They're Wergen pirates, and they're joining in on the attack. Revelgaz is definitely going to want to know about this.
Have a good one.
You've set the pirates back several days' work. Hopefully this will delay their attack. You feel like you've done just about enough damage, and you know the Bloodsail's battle plans. You've done everything that Baron Revilgaz has asked of you. It's time to hang up the pirate hat and return to Booty Bay. The battle looms near.
Brashtide? I thought they were dead and gone years ago.
Revelgaz listens intently as you relay the information you gathered.
Oh, that absolutely makes sense. And it's not good news either. Brashtide are formidable foes. And if their numbers are anywhere near what they were before, they disappeared. We're in for a nasty battle.
Baron Revilgaz sighs.
Even with all my suspicions about Fireland's plot, we aren't prepared for a full two-front attack between the Bloodsail and the Brashtide. It's going to take a small miracle to hold Booty Bay today. I've got a barrel of doublerum in my chambers. Take the stairs down 3 flights, and check the first door on your right, and ignore the warnings on the barrel. Those should be the least of your worries.
This must be the doublerum. You pour a glass for Revilgaz, then consider pouring one for yourself. Something is happening outside. Could the Bloodsail already be here? You'd better get Revilgaz his doublerum, quickly.
Guess who showed up while you were gone?
The Baron quickly empties his cup.
Ah, much better adventurer. Now, let's get down to business. I believe that you and I have a town to save. I've got an idea, but it's going to involve some footwork on your part. As a goblin cartel, the Blackwater Raiders have a lot of explosives on hand. I know for a fact that our old friend Nark keeps a case in the back of his shop in the old Port Authority. Go grab them and bring them here if they haven't already exploded. When the Brashtide pulled in, Seahorn grabbed the nearest weapon he could find and jumped off the ledge here. You'll find him down below, probably pounding new holes into those virgin skulls. Help him out down there. I can handle the motivation from up here.
I should have known these Brashtide were alive and up to no good, and ridden them off years ago. I heard that this ship here is the Damsel's Luck. Didn't you used to be the captain of that thing? You must know your way around it then. The Brashtide are our main concern, but we still don't want to take an unnecessary pummeling from those cannons of theirs. Grab this rope behind me and take out some of those angry-looking corsairs. Check in with the Baron when you're done. The Brashtide are everywhere. The Baron's Booty Bay bruisers are no match for their sheer numbers. I'm afraid. While you're down here in the fray, why don't you help me get rid of a few of them? When you're done, don't bother coming back here. I'll probably be pretty busy.
I buy and trade. Have a good one.
Yeah, what do you want? Have a good one.
Keep it real.
See you later.
Have a good one.
For the Alliance.
Traveler. There's Hopper. You're still alive? I'm beginning to think the tide is turning in our favor, adventurer. Attacking your former crewmen, you really have grown into a real pirate, adventurer. You need to keep moving, adventurer. Booty Bay won't hold out for much longer. We'll never survive this attack with all these virgin pirates pouring into the harbor from the north. Luckily, it looks like they're not armed with cannons, so if we can get you out of the harbor, you can attack from the skies. Tabak, the Horde Flight Master's assistant, is right around the corner. Talk to him, and let him know that you're going to need his bravest Wind Rider. Bring a couple armloads of hand bombs with you. You'll need all of them to stop those attack boats.
No ground.
Fight well, friend. Look tall. Go with honor.
Peace, friend. Be careful.
Hey, how you doing?
What are you looking for? For the Horde.
hope those mongrels know how to doggy paddle. Actually, I take that back. We've nearly won the day, largely thanks to you. One task remains, however, kill Fleetmaster Fireland. It looks like most of Fireland's crew is already dead, but I know that old sea dog well enough to know that he's not done yet. No, he's cooped up tight in his cabin, ready to go down with his ship. Speak with Kibok again to get a Wind Rider. I'll try to hold off the cannon fire while you're on board.
Well met. Goodbye.
Hello. Safe travels.
Yo! Keep it real!
Got the best deals anywhere.
nearly won the day, largely thanks to you. One task remains, however, kill Fleetmaster Fireland. It looks like most of Fireland's crew is already dead, but I know that old sea dog well enough to know that he's not done yet. No, he's cooped up tight in his cabin, ready to go down with his ship. Speak with Kibok again to get a Wind Rider. I'll try to hold off the cannon fire while you're on board. Adventurer, you're awake. We found you bobbing in the harbor shortly after the remaining attackers had turned tail. We were worried about you for a while there. I've been meaning to thank you, Adventurer. Not only did you provide us with the intelligence to prepare for this attack, but you helped fight off the Bloodsail and the Brash Tide. Your name will always be remembered here in Booty Bay. We here in Booty Bay pride ourselves on our booty. Care to take first pick?
forward to our negotiations.